you have to understand, these weren't things that I grew up with. They told me about it later, or I read about it. And my father said to me, and my mother had passed away before then, when she was, this is much after camp, 20 years afterwards or 30 years afterwards. And my father afterwards said to me, when he was a widower, said, there are so many things about camp that were so bad when he first got there. With holes in the walls, there was no walls to speak of, but paper that they could find, old crates, and there was no privacy. But he said, you know what, we made it what we could make it. We tried to find every piece of scrap wood we could find to build walls. He said they didn't have fresh vegetables, horrible food. And so they got seeds to grow vegetables. And so they had a whole vegetable garden. And then they felt that they wanted to make the place look better. So they planted flowers. And he said, you cannot understand how it meant to see this flower bloom in this dry desert. And he said, it was something horrible. But on the other hand, they tried to make the best of it because they felt they were going to leave one day. And they didn't want to have wasted lives, let's say, during that time. So that's what they did. And my father also, being the way he was an editor of I think the whole post in camp. Before everybody was going to be leaving, he had a memorial book made, so there are pictures of everybody. Everybody was there at the time. And you know, I remember seeing something lying around when I was in high school, never even thought about it. After my father died, about 13 years ago, we started cleaning up and found that again. And I had a better appreciation as for looking at the pictures of all those people, my father's friends and my family who were in the camp at that time. So it was truly remarkable. My father always said to me, you know, he said, as terrible it was and the fact that they had to go through it, he always said, the best thing that came out of the experience is, Doris, you were born. It was like something to look forward to. So you know, it did change my life to a certain degree in the sense of the way I think about it now. I have a greater appreciation for this country and the fact that it can look at that, admit it made a mistake, and move forward. And to me, it's important, I think, as Japanese Americans who've shared in that experience to ensure that it never happens again. That in today's world, too, that to have a balance of civil liberties and security. I think the lesson is very strong even today.